Hello everyone, it's me Fathima Hudha Bedi, and in this video let's talk about the different ways of eating. So whenever you eat something, we all eat in different ways, and according to the circumstance or according to the situation, sometimes we might eat in a rapid way, like vigorously we might be eating because we're in a hurry. Sometimes we don't like the food, so we don't eat it that vigorously, nor are we interested in eating that food. So then all these kind of different ways that we eat do have a name, a specific name given to them. So let's talk about the first one. My usual way, in fact, that would be the perfect word, because again, I love binge eating. Yes, that's the word, binge eating. Binge eating in the sense, just continuously eating every single thing that you can come across, not even giving your stomach a break, and that's called binge eating. Usually people binge eat when they're jobless and then when they're stressed, and it's actually an eating disorder. So on a serious note, it's an eating disorder. But we all binge eat. I love the combination of binge eating and binge watching K-dramas. Just a match made in heaven. But let's talk about the content again. Now the next one is guzzling. Now guzzling is used when you're drinking a lot of water, and that too like literally the liquid version of gulping down food. So gulping or gobbling down food is used when you're eating a lot of food without even chewing it. And if you're having a lot of liquid, like if you're drinking something similarly, then that is when you use the word guzzling. So you can say he was guzzling down a lot of water after iftar when he was breaking his fast. Just a random example that came to my mind. Or even gobbling down and gulping down food can also be used, like when they do that without even chewing properly, when they like gulp down food, that's called gulping or gobbling down food. And then comes to munch. Now munching is the sound that is created usually when you eat something really crispy or crunchy. So if somebody is having some Lays or some Pringles, then you will hear that sound, and then you can say, oh, he's munching a lot. Now munching produces a sound, it's a that sort of a sound, and that's munching. Then comes chomping. Now chomping is also kind of like munching, but then chomping is not just used when it's something really crispy, but it's also used when you're like eating anything and everything in a hurried manner, when you're just like eating really large portions of food. So I've seen people chomp on rice and all of that, and it's really annoying because it produces a lot of sound as well, like nom, nom, nom. That is chomping when you eat it like that with your mouth full. Then comes gnawing. Now gnawing, the G is silent, so it's called gnawing. Gnawing is when you're eating something that's hard to break down. Say like if you're having an undercooked meat, or even when you're having those gummy bears. I hate gummy bears. It takes years to like chew it down and then break it down to pieces so that you can finally swallow that. So that is called gnawing. So I've been gnawing on those gummy bears for years until it could just break down and then I could swallow it. So that is gnawing. And then comes nibble. Nibble is when you take really small bites of something, so that's nibbling. Say if you have like a chocolate bar and if you don't want it to finish off quickly, and then you continuously nibble that, like you nibble on the chocolate bar, that's nibbling, like taking small bites of whatever you're having. The last one is to peck at food. Now nibbling and pecking at food is almost kind of similar because you're kind of reluctant to have the food, but pecking at food is more often used when you don't like the food, like when you don't want to really have it at all, but you're just having it for the sake of having it. So your parents might have told you, stop pecking at your food and just have it normally. What are you doing? When you like play with the rice and all that, and you just peck at food, you just take like maybe one rice grain and then you have it. That is called pecking at food, when you're completely reluctant but you still decide to have it. So that's it. I just explained so many different ways that you can describe the way of eating. So whatever the way of eating that you prefer, now you know the right term to use for that. So in case if you're somebody who gnaws on food, or if you're somebody who nibbles a lot, if you're somebody who's always chomping on food, now I guess after this video you might be knowing how to describe your way of eating as well. So that's it. I really hope this video helped you, and these were the different ways you can describe your way of eating. And in case if you want to know more about the course that we provide at English House, definitely do go ahead and click on the link below. Thank you so much for watching.
English House. English at your fingertips.